Bulgaria and business go hand in hand, and often you can use these terms interchangeably, as most countries in the EU move away from business and increase regulation. Bulgaria decided that it wants to attract business, and as the one of the fastest growing EU economies in the EU, of course, Bulgaria has created a unique position for itself within the EU. I believe that within the next few years, Bulgaria will be an extremely interesting destination for anyone looking to create a business and further their operations. Of course, you have a lot of great talent in Bulgaria that is highly educated and extremely efficient, alongside relatively inexpensive. While many will instead say go to Turkey, to outsource, or Georgia, I believe that Bulgaria realistically gives you both EU credibility, EU education, and the low costs associated with both countries. And while I believe that realistically, as time goes on, Bulgaria will change, and of course, all countries tend to change initially after becoming more developed. I think that realistically, the country has made itself clear. It has really tried to attract amazing talent. It has tried to create opportunities for its citizens. And while I believe that potentially, if you are not a Bulgarian, you will get worse treatment, as they truly are trying to bring Bulgarians back to Bulgaria, I do believe that that is fair, and I don't believe it's too bad, as realistically the good treatment they give to Bulgarians is extra on top of what they give as a baseline. Of course, with the fact that Bulgaria's average salary is the lowest in the EU, and additionally, corporate tax is only 10% flat. It is one of the least taxed countries in the EU, and it is one of the highest growth markets you could tap into. Of course, with that said, Bulgarian business is somewhat of a bureaucratic process, and of course, if you're looking for a way to create businesses, feel free to subscribe down below, as I plan to create businesses here soon and take you through the process. Of course, I cannot do it now, as I'm leaving tomorrow to go to Turkey. However, as time goes on, and as people create more value, I believe that it won't always be this cheap. And getting in on the ground floor is something that I've always told people to do. If you get in on the ground floor and you treat people well, you can get insane amounts of loyalty. And of course, if you're looking to hire abroad as well, feel free to book a call on Calendly down in the description below. That said, where Bulgaria shines the most is its customer-oriented approach to globalization, and realistically being a very positive and very good service society. And so, in essence, if you have a service role that you need filled by a person, I would recommend checking in to Bulgaria. Bulgaria's service culture is insanely hospitable, and people are very agreeable, which for entrepreneurship is a bias against, obviously. However, if you're agreeable, you are inherently a better service worker. And despite what people may think, being an employee is not all bad, especially if your boss treats you well. And, of course, I'm not just saying that because I have to hire people. I truly believe that, of course, being an employee can be beneficial if you are being paid well and you get a consistent paycheck and you are not discontent with that arrangement. It's all about personal preference. Back to why Bulgaria is business-oriented, I believe that as they have grown, as they have created some more value through especially IT, they have realized that business is what drives a country's economy, and so they have created very competitive business subsidies. And additionally, if you are in an IT space, this is one of the best internet connective points in the European Union. And so you can get insanely good internet here at a fraction of the price you would get in Western Europe. And so if you're looking for a operations team or whatever else, this is another amazing place to do it. Now, I would like to go over a few of the bad things about Bulgaria. One is, I would not personally live here. And the reason I wouldn't live here is because you're looking at costs of rent and costs of groceries not really making sense. Even in Plovdiv, Bulgaria, you have quite substantial limits on prices, and I will give you a idea of like how much I spend at a grocery store here soon. I'll pop that up on screen. That said, this is an insanely positive country for hiring, for creating amazing talents that can really understand both Western and Eastern mentality. And of course, being in the EU, it helps a lot with the marketing of this country, and additionally how people are viewed and how people view others within this country. And Bulgarians are insanely adaptive, as we've seen in the UK and Germany. They have been extremely good service workers and extremely good handymen. And so if you're looking to hire Bulgarians or create a business in Bulgaria, I would recommend to contact me down below on the Calendly link. If you want to join me on the journey of internationalization and globalization, feel free to subscribe. If you liked this video, feel free to like it. If you really liked this video, feel free to share it. This has been the Traveling Report, signing off.